Allow me to speak to you 1 year after you have obtained your Maryland real estate license. My name is Brenda Kasuva. Come back for more. We're doing our best to make sure that you do pass that real estate exam. For today, dream with me of that possibility. It is coming. A couple of things we need to review about the continuing education credits. 1 year from now, you've already passed that exam. You have your Maryland real estate license. Congratulations. Your license is going to be good for 2 years. Today is February the 5th. Let's assume you get your license today. Therefore, your license is going to expire on February the 5th, 2028, as of the recording of this video. 2 years is how long your license is good for. You will need to complete 15 hours minimum of continuing education. This continuing education class needs to be approved by the Real Estate Commission. Visit the Real Estate Commission website, click on Education, and you'll find the list of classes that you need. However, as of today, we're going to be sharing what is applicable as of today, February the 5th, 2026. You do need to complete these required classes 30 days before your license expires. My example earlier is you're imagining here that your license is going to expire, for example, February the 5th, 2028. 30 days, January the 5th, 2028, I need to have completed the 15 hours required of me. On the Real Estate Commission website, I'm going to go to Education. And then here's where I'm going to go and see the continuing education requirements for the first licensing cycle for those of us who get their license here in Maryland after that date, October 1st, 2023. This is what is reviewed in our video, and you're confirming that information there, paying attention to the letter assigned as the topic or category. Once you renew your license, then you're going to scroll down and see from the second renewal and thereafter what you need. For those supervising others, you're seeing the list there as well. And it does have 2 columns for those who are going to be also engaging in the commercial world exclusively. What are the classes you're going to be taking? I need to do the 15 hours. And what I'm going to go through is right now, my dear, this is your first renewal. You're getting your license after that law came into play, which was October 1st, 2023. What do you need to take? You're still going to be required to take 15 hours of continuing education within your 2-year cycle. Once again, you're doing this 30 days before your license expires. What are the classes? There's 6 mandatory topics that you're going to be taking. You're able to check out when I am teaching those classes on our website, trainingwithbrenda.com. Click on events. This is where, as of today, February the 5th, I have the schedule posted for that particular month. And then if you want to see what's coming for the next month, you're able to go to the arrow and click to the next month. I will do my best anywhere where I am hired, and if you prefer to show it by the week, just for you to see the name of the classes, maybe. I will take the time here just as an example to show you what I try do. When I am teaching this class, depending on when you're watching this video, I might have already taught it, but I will do my best to say newly licensed and put the letter assigned to the course and how you'll be able to take the class and who's offering it. Let me come back to these mandatory topics. It adds up to 15 hours, 4 classes, offer you 3 hours. Contracts, brokerage relationship, principles of real estate, and property management. The remaining 3 hours are broken down into 2 classes, each 1.5 hours, professionalism and real estate financing. When you're looking for these classes, pay attention to the category or the topic or the letter assigned to the course, because you will experience what some do, where you took a class. Yes, it's great content, but it might not count towards your continuing education. Therefore, contracts is category J, brokerage relationship, letter H for Harry, principles of real estate, L for Larry, property management, category M for Mary, professionalism, N for Nancy, and real estate financing, O for Oscar. Pay attention to those letters. When you're taking the exam, here you don't need to worry about that part. You just need to know that there's 6 mandatory topics that you will need to take for your renewal. I have been licensed for now over 20 years. Let's review what I'm sharing. These are the classes you will take after your first renewal. Dream, pretend with me. Now we're looking into the future using that date, February 5th, 2028. After you renew your license, the second renewal and thereafter, these are the classes you're going to be taking. So sometime in 2030, you're going to be taking these classes. Legal updates, category A, fair housing, category C, code of ethics, category D for dog, brokerage relationship and disclosures, category H. Most likely you'll still be a salesperson. If you will have updated or upgraded your license to be an associate broker, the courses are the same. These are the mandatory topics. The remaining time, which is 4 hours, are what we label as electives. That means if you want to learn about, for example, credit or appraisals, and that course is approved by the Real Estate Commission and you take it, wonderful. That's going to count as an elective. You can always take more than 15 hours, and you can always start the day after your expiration date, knocking down these classes. So what that means, if you're watching this and you're trying to pass that real estate exam, when you get your license, for the first 2 years, you're taking 6 mandatory topics. You can rewind and review that. And then thereafter, you're going to be taking the 4 mandatory topics and then electives. So if it was to expire February the 5th, 2028, on February the 7th, you decide to get started, wonderful. If you decide to upgrade your responsibilities and now you're supervising others because you got your broker license, or you started up a team and you're the team leader, or now you're supervising an office and you're the office manager, then you're going to be taking broker supervision. It's still a minimum of 15 hours. 3 hours on the topic of legal updates, topic A for Andrew. 3 hours on Code of Ethics, Category D for David. Fair Housing, Category C for Charlie, 2 hours. Brokerage Relationship and Disclosures, Category H for Harry, 3 hours. You've seen those before. The difference is that supervising others, the Real Estate Commission requires you to take the supervision course, 1.5 hours, Category I. The remaining 2.5 hours are going to be elective topics. Once again, those are topics approved already by the Real Estate Commission. Some of this content is reviewing that topic of licensing requirements that produces 4 questions on the salesperson exam and 8 questions on the broker exam. A subcategory under that topic of licensing requirements is continuing education requirements. However, we were dreaming and manifesting it that you have passed your exam and reviewing a couple of things that are a little bit extra that will be helping you once you get your real estate license. You'll be visiting trainingwithbrenda.com/events.